Beer, 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 but beer, but beer, beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Maperuski, for beer review number 94. And today I have a beer for you from Railway City Brewing Company, and it is their Cranberry Festive Lager, which is found in their Holiday 6-pack. 6-pack? Wasn't a 6-pack. Holiday 3-pack. 3 or 4-pack. I don't remember exactly. 3-pack? 4-pack? Something like that. But yeah, all that. And then it came with a nice, huge glass. Very nice looking. A little bit of Christmas festivities on the glass. Really nice glass to add to my collection. So, the Cranberry Festive Lager. Sort of falling into the little 2-video trend now, which is this one, the Cranberry Festive Lager, and the cranberry, the double chocolate cranberry stout from the other day. So, let's get into this beer. It's 5.5% alcohol by volume, and the IBUs are not listed on the can, which is a bit of a bummer. I do have it here on my phone, and why it's not on my screen, I'll get to that in a second. But 30 IBUs, so it seems 30 IBUs seems a bit higher for a lager, but whatever. We'll see when we get to that. So let's crack this open and see what we got. I want to say it might be a little redder in color. I could be completely wrong though. So let's pour it into the matching glass. Oh yeah, I'm wrong. I'm really wrong. It looks more of a darker looking color of lager. So we're gonna pour about half. Yeah, half because I still like to drink the beer after I do the review. I just don't want to pound it all back and not really enjoy the full thing in its entirety. So, very hard to see what the beer looks like, but it's a very sort of an amber sort of color. I think they're calling this on the website, a Vienna lager. So, a little bit more interesting than just a regular lager. So, with that said, I'm going to stick my nose in here, see what kind of smells we got. I hope there's some cranberry. Smells of roasted maltiness for sure. Sort of a tart berry, which I'm guessing is the cranberry, but it's very tart. I guess cranberries are tart, so that might work. Also smells sort of spiced, like a cinnamon or a allspice, more of a cinnamon spice. Something between like a winter ale almost, and winter ale aromas, and just the little bit of cranberryness of it. But definitely has some spice to it, I'm gonna guess. So, with the nose done, let's I'm gonna have a sip and then we'll cheers. Okay. Bready yeastiness right in the back, right at the finish, which is nice. Comes in with spices like you would find in more of a winter ale, but on sort of a lighter note. And then tartness from, I'm guessing, the cranberries. A little sour as well that sort of stays on your tongue, sort of like the cranberry juice does on its own a little bit. It stays on your tongue and lingers. But that was just the first sip, so I think we need to take more. So far, it's not too bad. Let's see what else we can find about this beer. So, cheers everybody. Cranberries aren't really there. You get a bit of a tartness, but no real distinct cranberry flavor, which in my mind is a little bit of a bummer since they are calling it a Cranberry Festive Lager. You are getting those festive or like winter ale-ish spicy notes through the beer, and you get that tartness of a cranberry, but I thought it was going to be maybe a little bit sweeter than it is, but that could have just been my preconceived notion of what I thought this beer was going to be. Still it's not too bad of a beer. I like it. So far, so good. Yeah, that tartness is nice. Works kind of well with the beer. Sort of stands out a bit more than I would have liked, just because it doesn't flow amazing, but it still flows with the spicy notes pretty well. So let's take a look on the can. I don't think I showed you. It's a very nice looking can, red and sort of beige background with some cranberries there on the bottom. Very nice looking for sure. Looking for a bit of a description or any information. No description, which is a little sad to not see, I guess. But they do have ingredients, which are water, malted barley, hops, yeast, cranberries, and ginger. I think ginger is the spice that I'm getting then. Probably. Yeah, ginger. That's it. Not cinnamon, ginger. I'm still trying to develop my palate into really recognizing what spices I'm getting. But yeah, practice makes perfect, right? Then it says brewed and canned by Railway City Brewing, and they are in St. Thomas, Ontario. No other information on the can, but they do have a packaged on date, this was packaged back in late September. So it's a little old, but still not too bad at all. Moving over to the website now, which is railwaycitybrewing.com. I have it on my phone just because when you go to their beer section, the beers pass on sort of like a flash screen where they pop up, maybe stay for a little bit, and then they switch to the next one, and you can't stop it. From how many ever times I've tried, I couldn't stop it. And it's a little hard to read all the information about the beer. Even though sometimes there isn't a lot, it's still a bit too quick to read all the information. So, took a screenshot on my phone. And for the Cranberry Festive Lager, they say it's available between November and January. This is part of their special pack, so it's available a little earlier. They say style is a Vienna lager, body is medium to full, aroma is malts, hints of holiday spice, taste is biscuit, gingerbread warmth, sweet mandarin orange, tart cranberry finish. I'm not getting mandarin orange. More getting spices, ginger, and cranberry tartness. And the sort of biscuity finish. Other than that, nothing else to say, just the ABV 5.5 and IBUs of 30. Surprised it's 30 IBUs. I'm really not getting any sort of bitterness from this particular beer. But that's what they're saying it is, and can't really argue with that. Moving over now to Beer Advocate. The Cranberry Festive Lager has been given a 3.2 out of 5. So only an okay rating in that BA score. Going down to a review here, somebody has given a 2.93 out of 5. So definitely not the greatest. Let's see what they have to say. Ruddy amber color, maybe they meant ruby, but ruddy amber colored brew under a moderate head that settles to a cap. Some lace as you go. There's a bit in the glass, not much really at all though. Quite understated after that. Nose is grainy with hints of fruit and yeast, somewhat drying to drink, slightly metallic even though cranberry flavor is subdued. That's what dominates the brew. Reminds me of a raspberry wheat and character, very thin bodied. Washed out, uninspired, brittle. Just not much fun at all. So this person seemed like they really didn't like this beer. And you know what? I have to disagree with them. I don't mind this beer. It's interesting. Just all the the style that it is. It's a Vienna lager with cranberry and spices. They're saying ginger on here, but I'm guessing there might be a few more that I'm at least getting. It's definitely an interesting style. It does work in a way that it's like a toned down winter ale in a sense, where it's not so heavy and so thick bodied. It's more of an easygoing, like winter or festive or holiday style beer, and I think they've actually done a pretty good job. You know, I wish the cranberries were a bit more pronounced in maybe a sweetness note, and not just left to the tart characteristic of cranberries. But no, I gotta say it's not too bad. It's a nice medium body. In my opinion, it's not as heavy as other festive or holiday or winter style beers, which is actually nice. It's easy to drink. It's got a good amount of flavor in there, a good variety of flavor, and they flow pretty well. Not 100% the best, just because that tart sort of sticks out a bit more, but overall, very nice flowing beer for sure. And yeah, you know what? I would probably pick this up again. It's something a little bit different. Cranberries added to a holiday or winter style beer is very nice. I think they did a pretty good job on this. So, with that said, we are down to our final sip. So, let's finish it up. Get right to ratings. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, overall, very nice beer. Good use of flavors. My only gripe is that, yes, the tartness of the cranberries do stick out a bit more than I would have liked. I would like a little bit more sweetness. Maybe if I had it warm up a little bit more, though, the sweeter notes of the cranberries would maybe shine a bit more. But other than that, its mouthfeel is perfect. In the sense that it's not super heavy, so that a lot of people could, pick this up and definitely enjoy it, and enjoy some new distinct and different flavors versus any other mainstream sort of beer. And I think they would thoroughly enjoy this as well. So for the beer itself, I gotta give it a solid 8 out of 10. I actually like this beer. It's not too bad. It's something different. But it's well put together. That's what I'm trying to say. It's well put together. Moving over now to presentation. You know what? Very nice looking can design and logo. My gripe with it is that there is no description. There is a lack of IBUs as well. But they do have ingredients, and they do have a clearly labeled brewed on date. So that is great to see as well. And when it comes to the website, it's a very nice looking website. I gotta admit, it's just that the beers, when you try to stop them or something, you can't stop the beers from scrolling to the next one. And the time for actually reading what the beer is about is a little bit short. It is a little bit shorter than what I would have liked to see. So with that said, between the actual can and the website, I gotta give the presentation probably a 6.5, just because of the lack of description and the little bit of difficulty to read all the information about a beer without clicking to try to find it again on the actual scrolls. So I think that's more or less it. So if anybody has any comments, questions, beers you would like me to review in the future, leave all that information down in the comment box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. That just about wraps it up. So that'll do it for me, Maple Brewski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.